DIY channel. This is a I want to go travel in a pop-up channel. Today we are going to be installing a second bench in here. This bench is super important because it's going to be housing the water tank, and there's a few different configurations that we could do to make this water tank the most useful to us. So I'm kind of exploring making this a single seat bench instead of the double seat bench like we have on the other side of the camper, and installing the water tank partially underneath the kitchen area so that we can maximize our floor space in here. I think it's going to work. We're taking a bunch of measurements and we're gonna see what we can come up with to make the best solution for us as we continue to renovate the camper and get the last piece of furniture installed in here so that we can start moving on to some other projects. Let's get started. So it's been maybe 30 minutes. I've done a bunch of measurements, making sure that the water tank's gonna fit, the inlet valve outside is going to make sense where we can install the water tank in here, and also staying true to the length measurements from the benches that were in here previously because we're keeping the table that was in here. So the lengths are a little bit longer than a traditional chair, but it's going to work out just fine for how we're going to do this. We're going to be building simultaneously the platform that the water tank is going to sit on and the bench components that are going to go around it, doing some little tweaks here and there to make sure everything is supported and going to last a long time. So we're going to go to a Menards, we're going to get this wood, we're going to come back, and we're going to get started. Water tank to sit on. It's really important that it's very strong and very secure. It's going to attach to the bench side, so that means that the bench components in this will go in simultaneously because it's all going to be kind of intertwined together in there. But we are going to go ahead and get the first initial components of it put together so that we can put it in place to get started with the rest of it.
White gets almost blue and I throw up my hand to shield my eyes. I tell my siblings, back to back, to a needs about why I severed that alliance. Then you come for me.
I'm gonna put some temporary screws in here because I have some L brackets to put on the inside, but the screw length isn't right and I don't have the right screws for it. But I want to go ahead and get this together, so I put some wig glue, put some screws in just as a temporary support to help that wig glue adhere to each other.
My husband volunteers at the Humane Society and he has a dog in the house today, so I'm a little distracted.
I ran into a few issues, but I think that they're resolvable. So let me show you what we have so far. Here is our seat so far. The water tank is sitting on a platform to be over the wheel well there. That allowed us to make a much smaller seat instead of this big double seat like we have over there. I've installed 3 of the 4 sides. This side has a piece that runs the length here that'll be installed into the wall. And then I need to secure everything into the floor. I'll also be putting some bracing around the water tank. I just haven't done that yet. We haven't really installed it. It's just sitting there to make sure everything fits right, but it is looking very good. I just had to take it completely out to put a few screws in. I also put some L brackets on of a few spots to secure the water tank piece to the bench piece. So we should be ready to go. I'm hoping the water tank can still slide in once we put it back, but we'll see. Also, it's very humid this afternoon, so ready to be done. No. I was hoping the water tank could still slide in because I had to take it out to attach that piece, and that's not gonna happen. Well, I honestly don't know how entertaining this video is going to be, but we built a very custom bench seat and it looks really good. Like everything in here. This is not a DIY channel. This is a I want to go travel in a pop-up channel, but everything is coming together and it's starting to feel like an actual home in here and not just like a hodgepodge of tools and mouse poop and nothing.